Good morning, friends. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you got the day off today. I was lucky enough to get the day off today. Hope you did too. Uh, week 7 review. Great Saturday of football. Some crazy crap happened yesterday. We're going to go over all that. Before we start, hit that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything. With it, let's get started. Biggest news, I think, came out in the last 24 hours. Penn State fires James Franklin after 12 seasons. He was 104-45, but the most important thing, he was 4-21 against AP top 10 teams. Terry Smith, he's going to take over as interim coach. I saw he's been there for like 12 seasons. Cornerbacks coach, and the last 5 he's been associate head coach. I caught a lot of the press conference earlier with their athletic director. He was saying, hey, Terry Smith, yeah, he's up for the job. If he can do it, yeah, he'll be head coach, but they're also looking for other coaches or maybe even coordinators out there to replace James Franklin. He did say he's more worried about the kids in the locker room than he is anything else. How are they going to take all this in and how they're going to, react to all this. And I was looking at their upcoming schedule. Well, first of all, I can see them losing to Oregon. Okay, Oregon's a great team. I know they lost Saturday, but Oregon's a great team. I can see that loss. Never should have lost to UCLA. Never should have lost to Northwestern. I mean, I'm a Northwestern fan, but I really thought Penn State was going to bounce back and win that game. Shouldn't have lost that. And then looking up their upcoming schedule, man, they go to Iowa next Saturday night. Then I think they got a bye week after that. But then coming up, they got Ohio State, Indiana. They got a Nebraska team who's playing good football. That could be 3 more losses right there. And then they got, who else they got? Michigan State, Rutgers, and maybe somebody else, I forget. But anyway, so that's 3 tough games coming up right there, possibly 4. Because, like I said, Nebraska and Indiana are both playing good football, but you got, or Iowa, I'm sorry. That's a night game, Saturday night. They go to Kinnick Stadium. And then they got Ohio State and Indiana. That is a tough schedule coming up. So it's going to be interesting to see what Terry Smith can do with all that. And with the how his players are doing, too. Kind of crazy because I thought Luke Fickell would go first before James Franklin. Fickell's still there. I mean, we've been on Fickell watch for the last couple of weeks, and he's still there. So, but yeah, I really thought Fickell would be out before that. Also, UAB, they fired Trent Dilfer. Yeah, it just didn't work out there. And then, of course, you saw this one coming. Oregon State fires Trent Bray after an 0-7 start. It's like the worst start in almost 30 years, I think. I saw something about that. So, anyway, yeah, there it is. Axes are falling, probably more to fall. Wouldn't be surprised here in the next couple of weeks if more fall. And there's a question asked to the athletic director about why now? Why not wait till the end of the season? I'm kind of I don't run an athletic department. I don't know what kind of pressure he's under, what kind of things going on in the athletic department. I've always said wait till towards the end of the season. Just wait to see what happens. I know you're the 3-3 now, but you never know. Things might improve, and crazy things happen in college football. They get finished 9-3, but he said he's more concerned with the direction the program was going than right now. So then again, I can see it. And then add insult to injury, they lose Drew Aller for the season because of that injury in the Northwestern game. So they kind of got double whammy going up there in State College right now. Speaking of injuries, Texas Tech lost quarterback Brendan Morton for the season. Lower leg injury suffered in the second quarter of the Kansas game. New AP poll came out. Indiana moves up to number 3. A&M moves up to 4. Ole Miss does drop 1 to number 5. Oregon drops to 8. Bama moves up to 6. OU, after that loss to Texas, fell to 14. Texas, on the other hand, re-enters the poll at number 21. Missouri, they fell to 16. USC enters the poll at number 20. Utah, they come back into the poll at number 23. Cincinnati, they come in now. They're number 24. Nebraska, they come in at number 25. Michigan, Illinois, Arizona State, Iowa State, Florida State, they all fall out, all out of the poll. All right, so let's go review some of the things that happened these last few days. Remember Thursday we had some games that were kind of good things happened though. Missouri State, they moved to 3-3 now. They're at 500. Beat Middle Tennessee 22-20. Their kicker Obed, 10 points in that game, so he helped them win that game. Friday, Kennesaw State, they moved to 4-2. They beat 4-2 Louisiana Tech 35-7. Dexter Williams, their quarterback, 290 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Tulane, they are 5-1. They beat East Carolina 21-19. Tulane, they made all field goals in the first half. They're all made by Durkin. ECU scored 16 points in the third and led 16-12 going into the fourth quarter. Tulane had enough of that. They outscored ECU 14-3 in the fourth. Retzlaff threw 2 touchdown passes in the fourth. One of them was a 63-yard touchdown pass to Lewis Jr. Tulane was only 3 for 10 on third down, under 97 yards rushing, 11 penalties for 96 yards. Still won, but that's probably the factor why they had such a hard time winning. North Texas, man, they were rolling. 5-0, great season going. Then they ran into the brick wall, which was number 24, South Florida. Got spanked 63-36. Actually 21-21 at halftime. And then the Bulls went on a scoring tear in the second half, outscoring North Texas 42-15. The quarterback, Byron Brown, 245 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them the Coger. He also ran for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns, so he had a hell of a game. They were kind of close in numbers, the post-game numbers, but North Texas did have 198 yards rushing. 1-4, Colorado State. Man, when they needed a miracle, they got one, beat 5-1 Fresno State, 49-21. The quarterback, Broussard, 3 passing touchdowns to three different running backs rushed for touchdowns for Colorado State. Beers, he had 2 touchdown catches. Fresno State, 4 turnovers and 13 penalties for 117 yards. That did not help them. Washington, they are 5-1, but they had to make a comeback in the second half. It's like the second or third time they've had to come back in the second half to win a game this year. Rutgers was winning by 3 at halftime. Washington outscored Rutgers 28-6 in the second half. Devin Williams, 402 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He also ran for 136 and 2 touchdowns. Hell of a game for him. Washington, they won the passing, rushing, and total yards battle in that one. Moving on to Saturday. I knew Arkansas would give Tennessee a game. People I told, friends and coworkers, like, man, you're crazy. They suck. Well, they gave number 12 Tennessee a game. Remember, these rankings are back on Saturday. Tennessee only won by 3. Arkansas, what hurt them is they didn't score at all in the third quarter of this game. Arkansas actually had better numbers post-game, except rushing 24 yards less in the rushing game than Tennessee. They also had 3 turnovers, so that didn't help any. Taylor Green, 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown for the Razorbacks. Very impressed the way they played coming out of that bye week after they got rid of Pittman. Now Petrino's in charge. So things are looking good for Arkansas. You play Tennessee like that, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. But right now, things are, even though you only lost by 3 there in Neyland Stadium. So things are looking good. Navy 6-0, beat Temple 32-31. Navy's Horvath, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, including a 51-yard touchdown run with 39 seconds left. The big one, number 7, Indiana beats number 3, Oregon. I thought Indiana would get knocked off their high horse out there in Eugene. Dude, I was wrong. Won by 10 points out there. I couldn't believe that. Mendoza, 1 passing touchdown. Hemby, 2 rushing touchdowns for Oregon. Moore, 1 passing touchdown. Finney Jr. had a 35-yard pick 6 for the Ducks. Indiana had 9 more first downs, better on third down, outpassed and outrushed Oregon, and had more total yards. Like I said, I did not see that coming. I was totally wrong on that game. Congratulations to the Hoosiers, man. They are rolling. This one I was wrong too. Number 6, Oklahoma loses to Texas 23-6. Didn't know Mateer was going to play. He played, but their backup, he played pretty good against Kent State. I know it's Kent State, but he still played pretty good against them the week before. And that defense compared to Texas's O-line, I said, yeah, Oklahoma's going to win this game. It's freaking wrong again. OU only field goals in the first half, scoreless in the second half of this game. Mateer, 202 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, but he threw 3 picks. Manning for Texas, 166 passing yards and a touchdown. Texas, a little bit better on third down than Oklahoma was. But yeah, I got that one wrong. Texas won that one. Number 13, Georgia Tech beat Vatech 35-20. Haynes King, 213 passing yards and a touchdown. Also ran for 2 touchdowns. Number 16, Notre Dame. They spanked North Carolina State. Wolfpack 36-7. Carr, 2 passing touchdowns. Love, 2 rushing touchdowns. NC State, only 12 first downs and 233 total yards in that one. Colorado, man, look at them. They are 3-4 now. Beat number 22 Iowa State, who's not ranked anymore. 24-17. Salter, 255 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Colorado better on third down and in the passing game. Rocco Beck for the Cyclones, 205 passing yards, no touchdowns. Sama, 177 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, so not too bad. Iowa State 5-2 now. Fans stormed the field, and Deion said, "Hell yeah, it's worth the fine they're going to give us." So yeah, that one I wasn't really so sure about because Colorado has been playing better. Iowa State hasn't been playing Iowa State lately, so I wasn't too sure about this one. But hey, good for you, Buffaloes. Nebraska, man, they are 5-1. Beat Maryland 34-31. Raiola from Nebraska, 260 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have 3 interceptions. Threw a touchdown pass to Key with 1:08 left to win the game. Outpassed, outrushed to Maryland in this one. Terps, 8 penalties for 100 yards. 4-2 now. They're Their October, what do you call it, curse or whatever, in full effect. They're starting to lose games in October like they always do. I don't know why I have Oklahoma on the mind. Look at Kansas State, man. Started off crappy. Now they're 3-4. Beat TCU is 4-2. 41-28. Wildcats Johnson, 198 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. 2 of them to Oakley. Hoover for the Horned Frogs, 376 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 2 of those touchdowns were to McAllister, who had 156 receiving yards. Nice game for him. Kansas State's Purnell, he had a 25-yard pick 6. These 2, when it's all said and done, were pretty close in the post-game stats. We talked about Penn State. Franklin's gone. Aller's out for the season. Lost the 3rd game in a row to Northwestern, 22-21. Drew Aller, he did throw for 137 and ran for a touchdown before he got hurt. Stone for Northwestern, 163 passing yards, touchdown. 10 more first downs than Penn State. That's what Northwestern racked up. Both teams under 168 passing yards and under 138 rushing yards in this game. Northwestern doesn't care. They won by 1. UNLV, man, they are 6-0, but had to fight and claw for it against Air Force. They won 54-48. UNLV, 597 total yards. Air Force, 603. UNLV outpassed Air Force, but Air Force outrushed UNLV. Well, we talked about Oregon State. They fired their coach. They're 0-7 now. Lost to Wake Forest 39-14. Wake Forest is 4-2. Good for them. Purdy, 270 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 of them to Barnes, who had 102 receiving yards in that game. Wake Forest was only 1 for 9 on third down. 12 penalties for 109 yards. That just shows you how bad Oregon State is. They still won that game after all that. 3-3 Marshall, man. Remember Old Dominion? They were on a march. They're 4-2 now because 3-3 Marshall beat them 48-24. Marshall's Del Rio Wilson, 219 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He also ran for 95 and a touchdown, and 2 touchdowns also. Trotter, 22-yard pick 6. Old Dominion, probably part of their problem is 5 turnovers in that game. Appalachian State, they are 4-2 now. Beat Georgia Southern 41-20. App State's Cole, 309 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. James Madison, they are 5-1. Beat Louisiana 24-14. Their quarterback Barnett, 290 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, all 3 to Ellis, who had 120 receiving yards. They had 10 penalties for 102 yards, still won. It's kind of a theme this weekend. Some of the teams that won had sky-high freaking penalties and still came out and won that game. Cincinnati, 5-1, beat Central Florida 20-11. Central Florida and Scott Frost fall to 3-3. SMU, they are 4-2, beat Stanford 34-10. Johnson Jr. for the Ponies, rushed for a touchdown and caught a touchdown pass. Nice game. Medlock, 96-yard pick six for the Mustangs. Nice. UCLA wins again. They are 2-4 now. Beat Michigan State 38-13. Michigan State falls to 3-3, like Rutgers and Penn State. UCLA's Lamalavia, 3 passing touchdowns. 2 of them were to Berger in that game. All right, moving on. Houston, man, they are 5-1. They go up there to Stillwater, beat a bad, struggling. I don't know what else to say about Oklahoma State. They're just horrible. Anyway, beat them 39-17. Oklahoma State 1-5. Connor Wigman, 306 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for a touchdown against the Cowboys. Cowboys only had 10 first downs in that game. Number 25, Florida State, which isn't number 25 anymore. They're out of the poll. Drops to 3-3, like their friends Penn State, Rutgers, and Michigan State. Lost to Pitt by 3. See if I can say his name right. Quarterback for Pitt, Heinschel. I'm gonna stick with that, Heinschel. 321 passing yards, 2 touchdowns to Reed, who had 155 receiving yards. Turner rushed for 2 touchdowns. 3 for 3 on 4th down. That probably helped them win that game. This game here, great game. I actually picked Missouri to win this game because they were playing at home. Almost Missouri. Lost by 3. Alabama Simpson, 200 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 for 15 on 3rd down. 3 for 3 on 4th down. If you saw that game, a couple of those 4th down plays came at pivotal times. They had that long 4th down pass for a 1st down, and then on 4th down, went for it near the goal, got a touchdown there. So they really cleaned house on 4th down. 325 total yards. Missouri's Pribula, 167 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, threw 2 interceptions, including the game-ending interception. Threw it to the Alabama defensive back when they were driving down the field. Missouri defense played good, though. They had 4 sacks and a turnover. Bama's defense had 2 sacks, 2 turnovers, and held Missouri to 1 for 10 on 3rd down. And only 15 first downs. So, great game. I enjoyed that game. I really thought Missouri was going to pull that thing out, but oh well. Another game that I thought was going to be better. Number 1, Ohio State beats number 17, Illinois, 34-16. Illinois has been on a roll. They got a great home atmosphere. I wasn't sure if they were going to win, but I thought it was going to be close as hell, not lose by almost 2 touchdowns. So, anyway, saying for Ohio State, 166 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Donaldson, 2 rushing touchdowns. Altemeyer for Illinois, 248 passing yards and a touchdown. How do you say his name? Laufrey? He had a rushing touchdown. Buckeyes defense, 3 turnovers, 4 sacks, held Illinois to 47 rushing yards. Illinois, though things were all bad, more passing and total yards. They were 3 for 5 on 4th down, so that wasn't. If he got 3 for 5 on 4th down, that's pretty good. Like I said, I figured the Illini would be more competitive in this game. It'd be closer, but oh well. Ole Miss, I don't know what the hell was going on there. That's probably why he dropped to number 5, because Washington State was playing the crap out of y'all. Ole Miss wins by 3. Chamberlain for Ole Miss, 253 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for a touchdown. Rebel defense held Washington State to 2 for 10 on 3rd down and had 4 sacks. But Washington State played them pretty damn good. It almost looked like that Washington State was going to win there for a minute, but oh well. Wyoming, they are 3-3 now. They were down 28-14 at the half. Outscored San Jose State 21-0 in the second half to win that game. Johnson for the Cowboys, 65-yard pick 6. Iowa, they are 4-2. Shut out Wisconsin 37-0. Williams, 2 rushing touchdowns. Iowa defense held Wisconsin to 12 first downs, 209 total yards, forced 3 turnovers. Both of them, they're horrible on 3rd down, though. So, anyway, Iowa shuts them out. Number 5, Texas A&M beat Florida 34-17. I really didn't know how to feel about this game. As an Aggie fan, I keep waiting for Aggies just to lay down and be lose games they shouldn't. But hey, they won. Reed, 234 passing yards, touchdown, ran for a touchdown. Aggie defense held Florida to 15 first downs, 1 for 10 on third down, 319 total yards. They also had 3 sacks and 2 turnovers in that game. Minnesota, they are 4-2, beat Purdue by 7. Minnesota's Lindsey, 232 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. P-Rich, I think that's how you say him, 27-yard pick six. There are a lot of pick sixes in them for big yards this past weekend. That happened in the fourth quarter to put Minnesota ahead. Purdue turned the ball over 4 times. Purdue started off decent this year, and now they're kind of falling apart. Clemson, they're slowly bouncing back, 3-3, beat Boston College by 31. Klubnik, touchdown pass and ran for a touchdown. Clemson defense held BC to 15 first downs, 3 for 12 on third down, 221 total yards. They had 5 sacks and 2 turnovers in that game. USC, they are starting to make a statement. They were 5-1, beat number 15 Michigan, who's not number 15 anymore, 31-13. How do you say his name? The quarterback's name of USC, Mayava. I hear him say on TV all the time, but I can never pronounce it. Anyway, 265 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Miller ran for 158. He had a touchdown. Underwood from Michigan had a good game, though. 207 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. One to Marsh, who had 138 receiving yards. Trojan defense held Michigan to 2 for 9 on third down, 316 total yards. They also had 3 sacks and 2 turnovers. Michigan went out there and... Okay, number 10 Georgia versus is 5-1 now. Beat Auburn 20-10. I did not see this game. I was watching the LSU game and the A&M game. A lot of the people, a lot of the media said Auburn can win this game. It's a rivalry game. They got good players. It's in Jordan Air. They can win this game. I didn't buy it. After things I've seen from Auburn this year, I mean, I know Georgia's not the Georgia we have seen the last few years, but I still think Georgia's better than Auburn. So I didn't buy it that Auburn was going to win this game. So the 20-10 Georgia winning, not too surprising because, like I said, Georgia's not the Georgia we've seen. However, a lot of people, and that includes media too, media on Twitter, saying the officiating helped Georgia win this game, that it was horrible. I did see one highlight where Kirby Smart, the guy was calling the timeout, and then he goes back and says, I wasn't calling a timeout, he was clapping or something, and the official said, oh, okay, that's cool. Look, we know how bad officiating has been these last few years, probably the last decade maybe. It's just gotten worse and worse. And for everybody on Saturday night, including media, to say this was a horrible officiating game, I guess they had to be bad. Like I said, I didn't see the game, but for that amount of people and, like I said, media, it must have been a horrible officiated game. Maybe now something will be done about this because it is getting out of hand. I mean, half the time a freaking coffee table could be a better official than most of these officials out there on the field now. I don't know what it is. Look, let's face it. The human race is getting dumber. That's in every aspect of American business, whether you're it's a CEO, to a doctor, to a policeman, to a teacher, to an official. It just seems like we've all been infiltrated with stupid people in every aspect of the American workforce. Officiating is no different. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do as a country. I don't know. Maybe y'all can figure it out. Anyway, Auburn did have 11 penalties for 103 yards. Georgia, only 79 rushing yards. That's crazy. Number 9, Texas Tech, man. They are 6-0. Beat Kansas 42-17. Kansas falls to 4-3. Morton threw a touchdown pass before leaving the game with a season-ending lower leg injury. But that's all right. Texas Tech turned to the run game. Dickey, 263 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Backup Hammond, no passing touchdowns, but he did run for 2 touchdowns, so they look like they might be okay in the quarterback department. Texas Tech defense, 9 sacks. 9 sacks in this game, and a turnover. But the cherry on top, the turnover also. LSU still hasn't learned, started off slow. Beat South Carolina 20-10, but it's 10-7 at the half. Think they would have learned their lesson, but they didn't. Still started off slow. Nussmeier, 254 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Green kind of came out in the spotlight. 119 receiving yards and a touchdown. Parker, 75-yard touchdown. Tiger defense, 5 sacks, 2 turnovers. Held Sellers to just 124 passing yards and no touchdowns. But again, why did you not learn your lesson about starting off slow? I don't know what's going on there. And all Kelly's explanations are here. They just go one ear out the other. It's just crazy. Troy, they're 4-2. Beat Texas State 48-41 in overtime. Kill Creeks for Troy, 415 passing yards, 5 touchdowns. 2 of them to Epps, who had almost 150 receiving yards in that game. Troy's O-line did give up 5 sacks, though, but still, it didn't matter. Number 15, BYU, they are 6-0. Beat Arizona, who's 4-2 now, 33-27 in 2 overtimes. Bachmeier for BYU, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. One of them was in the second overtime of the game. Martin, 162 rushing yards and a touchdown. BYU was 8 for 16 on 3rd down, 2 for 3 on 4th down, so not too bad. 430 total yards. Fifita for Arizona, decent game, 219 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Boise State, they are 4-2, beat New Mexico 41-25. Madsen for BYU, 226 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Ford. BSU defense held New Mexico to 11 first downs, 4 for 13 on 3rd down, 231 total yards, 2 sacks, and 3 turnovers in that game. Number 23, Utah, they are 5-1. Beat 4-2 Arizona State, 42-10. Utah's Dampier, 104 passing yards. No touchdowns, but he ran for 120 and 3 touchdowns. So there you go. Rogers, he ran for 2 touchdowns. Utes defense, 5 sacks in this game. San Diego State, they are 5-1. Beat Nevada 44-10. Denegal for San Diego State, 205 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Johnson had a 40-yard pick 6. There's another one. Defense held Nevada to 15 first downs. Aztecs only 3 for 10 on 3rd down. Still won that game. And Hawaii, man, Timmy Chang's got that program going. They are 5-2. Beat Utah State 44-26. Aliado, I think that's how you say his name, the quarterback, 413 passing yards, 3 touchdown passes to Ashlock, who had 113 receiving yards. Warriors defense held Utah to 2 for 12 on 3rd down, 3 sacks, 2 turnovers. Hawaii's O-line did give up 5 sacks, but they won, so it doesn't matter. All right, so moving on to FCS, they had some. Tarleton State, they're 7-0, beat Utah Tech 41-23. Tarleton State's Page, 4 rushing touchdowns and a touchdown pass. Illinois State, they are 4-2. They beat Murray State 46-32. Illinois State's Rittenhouse, 338 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. UC Davis, they are 5-1, beat Northern Arizona 45-24. UC Davis's Pinnock, 5 touchdown passes. 3 of those were in the 4th quarter to win that game. Lamar is 5-1. Lamar's down the road in Beaumont. They're kind of forgotten about here in Texas, but they're having a great season. Beat East Texas A&M 33-23. Tennessee Tech, they are 6-0. Beat Charleston Southern 27-13. North Dakota, they are 4-2. Beat Youngstown State 35-17. North Dakota only scored 7 points in the second half of that game and still won. Jackson State 5-1. They beat Alabama State by 4. Alabama State falls to 4-2. Morgan for Jackson State, 187 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. North Dakota State, Bison, they are 6-0. Beat 4-2 Southern Illinois, 45-17. Montana State Bobcats, they are 5-2. Beat out Idaho State 48-14. Lamson for Montana State, 4 touchdowns. Gardner-Webb, they are 4-2. They beat Eastern Illinois 21-10. North Carolina Central, they are 5-2. Beat Florida A&M 45-7. South Dakota State Jackrabbits, they are 6-0. Beat Northern Iowa 31-3. Dayton, they are 5-1. They beat Valparaiso 41-10. Dayton has outscored their opponents 49-14 in the first quarter of this season. Every first quarter of the season, that's what it's added up to. Monmouth, they are 5-1. Beat Towson 42-31. 4-3 Abilene Christian beat 5-2 Western Georgia 30-13. Abilene Christian's Earl, 3 touchdown passes in that game. Villanova's 4-2. They beat Albion 29-21. Dartmouth, they are 3-1. Beat Yale 17-16. Presbyterian, they're on a roll. They are 6-0. They beat Butler 31-25. Rhode Island, they are 5-2 now. Beat New Hampshire 38-27. Sacred Heart, they are 5-2. Beat Howard 32-14. Sacred Heart summary: 243 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Hell of a game for him. Lafayette, they are 5-2. Beat Bucknell 62-24. DeNoble for Lafayette, 316 passing yards, 5 touchdowns. He was the hero at the frat party. Lehigh, they are 7-0. Beat Columbia 31-7. Jameel for Lehigh, 182 receiving yards and a touchdown. Mercer's 5-1. They beat Princeton 38-14. Atkinson for Mercer, 347 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Harvard, they are 4-0. They beat Cornell 34-10. Penn is 3-1. Beat Marist 28-29. Penn, University of Pennsylvania, has got a better record than Penn State. Browns 3-1. They beat Bryan 29-19. Browns Childs, 2 rushing touchdowns. That is it, man. Week 7. We are halfway through the college football season. Kind of sucks, but we're going to have some great games coming up. I haven't looked at the schedule yet for this weekend, but I thought I saw something like this is going to be another stacked weekend. We'll see when I look at the schedule. I might be wrong. I may have heard wrong. But I could have sworn they said this next Saturday is going to be another stacked Saturday. We'll be back on Wednesday, Thursday, and if something happens, maybe even Friday to preview what's coming up this weekend. Hopefully we can do it Thursday, get those Thursday night games in. Like I said, I haven't looked at the schedule. I don't know if we're getting into the we have some games on Wednesday night, but usually later in the schedule we have Tuesday night games. So I haven't looked to see if we got anything tomorrow night. If we do, then we'll just review them when we do the preview. Anyway, like I said, man, if you got the day off, enjoy it. If you got to work, just keep your head down, stay busy. It'll go by fast. Stay safe. We'll see you later in the week.